Sin is never some random accident. It's not something you just trip and fall into. No, it's a process, a predictable, methodical, and deadly one. So let's break down exactly how it works.
I mean, look at this. It's short, it's sharp, and it's absolutely surgical. It doesn't waste a single word, and it exposes the entire life cycle of sin, right from its origin to its devastating conclusion.
And that's really how we've got to see this, right? This is the autopsy report for a destroyed faith, for a dead marriage, for a wrecked life. The process laid out right here is precisely how sin is born, and it's precisely how it kills. So, to understand this deadly cycle, we have to start where it all begins. And here's the thing you absolutely have to get. This process doesn't begin out there with your circumstances. It begins inside of you. See, the most dangerous threats, they're not always the ones you can see coming a mile away. They start silently, in our own quiet thoughts, maybe behind church doors, in our own unseen private desires. The real source is internal. Okay, and let's get one thing crystal clear right from the start. God is not to blame. Temptation does not come from heaven. He is not your tempter. Period. This distinction right here, it's everything. God tests us, for sure, but his purpose is always to purify and strengthen our faith. That process comes from heaven. Temptation, on the other hand, is designed for one purpose, and one purpose only, to destroy. And its origin isn't somewhere out there. It comes from our own desire. So these words, lured and enticed, this is fishing language, pure and simple. Sin always, always looks like a snack. It seems shiny, delicious, desirable, but it's just bait, and hidden right inside is a hook designed to trap and to kill. And this brings us to the core of the playbook. See, sin follows this predictable six-step pattern. It's incredibly methodical, and understanding it is the key to ever fighting it. So here they are, the 6 stages. Temptation leads to desire. Desire leads to conception. Conception to birth. Birth to growth. And finally, growth leads to death. You see that progression? Each step leads directly into the next one, and it gets harder and harder to escape the deeper you go. And this brings up a massive point. You don't just fall into sin like it's an accident. You walk into it. It's a series of small steps, little excuses, and private choices that lead you down a path until that sin is full-grown. The imagery here is, wow, it's really graphic, and for a good reason. It's pictured like a pregnancy. Your own desire conceives a thought, an idea. And that idea, once you act on it, is born as sin. And just like any living thing, once it's born, it starts to grow up. So what does sin need to grow? You might be surprised. You don't have to actively feed it or water it. Its growth plan is much simpler. Just silence and time. You don't have to help it. You just have to ignore it. You just have to not fight it. Look, figuring this out isn't just some boring academic exercise. Not at all. This is essential intelligence. We can't fight what we won't face. This is warfare training. It's learning the enemy's playbook so we can actually fight back effectively. And don't kid yourself about where this all leads. Death is always the destination. It might not happen right away, but it is always eventual. Sin pays its wages, and its currency is ruin, loss, and death. See, sin isn't just trying to make you a little uncomfortable. No, its goal is so much bigger. It wants your total destruction. It wants to kill your marriage, kill your testimony, kill your inner joy, and ultimately kill your soul. It's aiming for complete and total annihilation. So here's the bottom line. Victory isn't passive. You don't just drift into holiness. It is something you have to actively fight for. And to win that fight, you have to know the schemes you're up against. Think about it. The enemy. He's patient. He knows this cycle inside and out. He knows that all it takes is a thought, a glance, a delay in repentance to let that seed sprout. He is an absolute expert in this process. So the only question left is, are you?